today this is our topic, you can say our chapter. Okay, so I wanted to ask you today, what did you eat at your home today? Can you tell me? Can you tell to somebody food that you eat, food that you eat in everyday life, in your everyday life? Can you explain about your daily food routine? Can you explain? You would say, yeah, I can say today food that I ate, but regular that I ate. So completely I can't explain. But today and tomorrow what will I be eating? I don't know. Okay, but food I will be eating. But in food, what will be materials? I don't know. We don't know. Common materials, common ingredients, common components of a food will be included in our food. For example, carbohydrates, nutrients. In the nutrients are included carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, calcium. All this are included in our food. So this will be included. And food, one side we say food and second side we say junk food. So there are huge difference between home food, cooking food. Okay, home food, between home food and junk food. Junk food is almost dangerous for us, for people, for our health, for our body to grow, to fight against disease. Okay, and also another work. Junk food is always dangerous for a body of a person. Are you getting? Whereas homemade food that are cooked, food that is cooked in home, at home, that food is said what? Home food. Junk food and home food, both are food, but you can say you understood difference between this. So I would say we should eat what? I would say we should eat home food, homemade food. It will be more better than junk food. Junk food. I would say, I am saying you, I am suggesting you that you should eat this. I am saying you. So before I would eat regular in my life, then it will be better to suggest you about what will be right and what will be wrong. If I am doing right, then this will be better time to understand you, to suggest you. This will be beneficial for you. Okay, so why I am saying? Because most person give advice to another person. Let's suppose I am another person. Okay, here there is a stranger person. This stranger person is giving me advice about study, and I was discussing with this person. So this person is giving me advice about how to study for 8 hours continue. So first of all, this stranger person don't study regular 8 hour in a day, but this is saying only me. This is suggesting me, but whereas this stranger person don't study 8 hour, 8 hour, this person himself. So this will be not better to suggest me. This time will be not better for this person to suggest me, because this person himself is not studying for 8 hours in a day. So it will be uncomfortable for me to take advice from this stranger person. You would say you should take advice from that person who are experienced in that work that you want to take advice. Person who have experience in that work you want work that you want to take advice from somebody. Are you getting? Let's suppose my friend is studying. Okay, my friend is studying. So I ask to my friend, what will be answer of this math question? So my friend says, I don't know about this how to solve it question. So absolutely, this friend don't know. Then how will this friend tell me? Yeah. Similarly, when I was discussing with a stranger person, this person already don't uh, this person already does not what study himself. Then that's why this will be uncomfortable suggesting point to me by this person. Okay, by this person. Are you getting? So, coming on the point, coming on the our point, we were talking about the food. First of all, food is what? Food is what? You would say we eat whatever in our life. In our life, day to day, whatever we eat. But as I told you, there are major two types of food. One side what? And one side, homemade food that is cooked at home. Second side, junk food that is available in every places. Okay, so yeah, I suggested you should eat a homemade food, and everyone should eat a homemade food instead of junk food. Instead of junk food. So here I am not eating junk food. Then it will be better to suggest you that you should eat this. You should eat what homemade food, because I am not eating. Then it will be comfortable to suggest you. Whereas I am eating junk food and I am saying you and I am giving advice to you. I am suggesting you that you should eat junk food. You should eat homemade food. I am suggesting you. Whereas I am eating, I am myself. I own. I am eating what junk food sometimes. So this will be uncomfortable to suggest you. Okay, and you also will feel uncomfortable regarding me. Food. So what is the food? Food that is available at our home, that is available in every places, on every places. We travel, then we see foods are available in roadways, in shop. Okay, we see. So in food, what are included? In food, what are included? As I told you, nutrients. In nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, calcium. Yeah. Okay. These give us energy to grow our body, to maintain our body, to fight against disease. All the nutrients help us. Okay. About nutrients, about carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, we will talk about. So we need to be clear what in food all these nutrients are included. Okay, in food. In food, in our home, at our home, we eat rice. No, cooked rice. Cooked rice, cooked vegetables. Wait. So we see in our dinner what we see different types of components of a food, different types of what vegetables. Rice is one. In vegetables, we get different vegetables cooked. We get different cooked vegetables in our dinner time. Okay. So different food will be different, will be made, will be cooked in different to what, to apply different ingredients. Okay, you eat, you eat, you ate today. About that food, think for little time. Okay, food that you ate today, about that food, think, think you. And you can ask to your friend, you can ask to your friend, what, friend, tell me food that you ate today. So here you can say, what, you can compare what food that you ate today at your home, and other side your friend, food that your friend ate today. So both food are similar, both food are similar. You would say what, differences, something you can say differences. Whereas in different people of a different area have a different perspective in the regarding of food. Okay, something we can change, we can see changes in food variety, person who live in different area. Okay, so I am saying you, person who live in another state, so food of this person will be different as compared to a person of a different state. Something can be, something could be change, something could be changes in variety of another people of another state. Okay, so absolutely, foods variety are widespread, foods variety are widespread in India. Okay, we live in India, we live in India, in our country. Our quality, variety of our food will be different as compared to food of another country. Okay, food of our country, and whereas food of another country will be more different, will be more different. Today is internet, you can see food of another country. So there will not be match between our food and food of another country. You are looking differences between. So we were comparing among us our state. So there will be different variety in our food. But whereas we compare with another country, then there will be more difference in variety of food of another country, clear? So variety. Now plants, our this is question, food, where does it come from? On this question we will find out answer of this question. Plants plants give us what, source for food. Through help of plants we get vegetables, we get what, fruits. So all these are what, a type of a food. Okay, plants and animals both give us food. Okay, both give us food. So about plants, first of all we understand plants. You see row of wheat, row of paddy field. So row of paddy field will get us what, a rice. After cooking the rice, we will get what, cooked rice. Yeah, this is a process to get food. Whereas wheat field you must have seen. So plants, can we say plants are sources of food? Plants are sources of food, can we say? Yeah. This is a primary source of food. This is primary source. So secondary source is what? Secondary source is, you can say, animals. Also from animals we get uh, product as food. What are that? What are those food materials that animals provide us? Milk. Milk product is what? Secondary source of food. Milk product is provided by animals, and with the help of a milk are made what? Cheese, curd. Milk material are used all over the world. You must have listened. Okay. So this was a primary resource for food, and this is a secondary resource for food. So both are resources of what? Both are resources of food. Clear? So from here we get food. Are you getting? From here, from this we get what? From this we get food. As I told you, we say we do agriculture of what? Paddy, to get a rice. Then after cooking the rice we get cooked rice. So all these are processed to get food. So like this food comes from this source. So these are sources to get food. Clear? So here, through plants we can achieve, through plants from plants we can achieve different types of food. Okay, different types of food. So can you tell me, only from one plant how many types of food can be collected? How many foods as a product can be collected only from one plant, and what are that what is that plant? Tell me. Think about that. Plants that can give us a lot, many, you can say, more product as a food. Okay, to get food. In your mind, are in is your in your mind coming? So I would say, yeah, there is a one plant. There are also another plant that can give more products as a food. Okay, so that is what? Mustard plants provide us oil. Leaves are used. Mustard plant, do you know? Have you ever heard about mustard plant? Mustard plant provides what? Oil. Mustard plants leaf of mustard plant we can cook, we can make vegetable. So one side, from seed of mustard plant we can get what? Oil. And on the other side, from this same mustard plant we can get what? Vegetable, by collecting leaves of mustard plant. Okay, so like this, are apart from mustard plant are more plants that can provide a lot of parts as a food product. Okay, now can we move to next? Herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. These are three. These three are match, will interconnect among this. Herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Omnivores. Can you tell me? Do you know about word herbivores, carnivores, omnivores? It's all about. These are all about animals. But we will identify two animals. Or let's suppose these are three. Okay, we can make like this three row. Okay, here herbivores. Okay, here carnivores and here omnivores. So as I said you, this is what animal. All these are animals. So we need to identify here which types of in this box which types of animals are will be included in this box. Whereas in this box which types of animal will be included, and in this box which types of animals can be included. First of all, to fill this, we need to be we need to be define about this word herbivores. Herbivores. This says what animals animals that eat what only plants, you can say, instead of what meat of another animal. So herbivores only will eat green planets, normal food material. Okay, instead of expect meat. So this type of animals only will eat what plants. Okay, clear? Plants foods that will not be include meat of another plant. Okay, so now are you clear in this box which types of animal will be? Yeah, herbivores. Which types of? Here cow, buffalo, goat. Yeah, goat. Apart from this are more who eat what only plants and normal food. So now it's a time to identify carnivorous animals. First of all, let's understand about definition of this carnivores. Carnivores animals that eat only what meat of another animal. These types of animals will eat what meat of other organisms, of other living what living material. You can say meat of another animal, another human. Okay, human. And this will be who in this box which types of animal will come? Our lion. Okay, so lion, this type of animal eats what only meat of another animal. Now it's the time to identify this type of animals. Omnivores that eat both plants and also meat of another plant. These types of in this box which type of animal will come? Yeah, that's right. We, human, cat, dog. Okay, apart from this as I tell you, apart from this are more who comes in this box who will be known as omnivores. But animals that should be what? Omnivores. How can we identify? If animals A, B, C. Okay, A, B, C. If this animal eats only meat of another plant, then this animal will be named carnivores. Clear? Carnivores. Whereas this animal ate both No, okay. This animal ate only plant instead of meat of another plant. So this animal will be named herbivores. Herbivores. Now this type of animal, and in this say can be say could be human also. Okay, not only animal. So in this case also human will be included. So here this type of living animals, living organism will be named as what? If this eat both plant material, plant food, and what? Also made of another animal. This will be known. This will be named or omnivores. Omnivores. Clear? I hope we are clear now. So next is ingredients. We needed to discuss about ingredients here, but we didn't discuss here. Why? Because of a structure by book. Okay, ingredient. Let's understand. Ingredients is what? Ingredients are what? Rice. Okay, this is uncooked rice. So we need a cooked rice. So first of all, we need water, then rice, then we will cook both this, then we will get what? We will get cooked rice. Are you getting? Cooked rice. So these are ingredients. These are ingredients. Words are right? Ingredients. Okay. So this will be said ingredients. Whereas we can say means materials that are needed to make one thing, one product. So okay, we can understand by another example of a food. We wanted to cook what? Pulse. Okay, pulse. Do you know? So first of all, we need pulse. Then water. Water is compulsory. So only minimum you can say. According to need, more water can be waste to cook a pulse. Okay. Then oil. Okay. Then you can say what is it said? Yellow type. What is it said? I am forgetting. Okay. So all these are what? All these are what? Ingredients. Okay. After this, including to make a pulse, we will get a product. We will get a food as a product. Whatever we include to make a product, that included material will be known as ingredients. Will be known as ingredients. This was the meaning of ingredients. That's it. So included material, needed material to make a product. So here we are talking about food product, a food product. Let's suppose here is a cooked vegetable. This is cooked vegetable. Cooked vegetable. So now can you identify ingredients in this included? In this included, can you identify? Yeah, you would say whatever will be included in this cooked vegetables to make this vegetable will be said what ingredients. This is what vegetable of a normal vegetable, you can say. Will be include potato. Then what? Harmonic. I don't know about oil. Okay, salt. salt, tomato. What else? What else? Brinjal. Brinjal. Word could be wrong. Okay. Word could be wrong. But you can understand what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to make understand you. And apart from this, what can be is other thing? What can be? One second. One thing that I am forgetting. One thing. Can you tell me what is that thing? Organic, harmonic, turmeric. Like this will be. Like this will be. I am also now forgetting. So turmeric is a what? A type of material. This type of material also are also included to make this type of vegetable. Now to apply all this material, and we say what ingredients. So all this will be known as ingredients. Okay, what ingredients means one by one we are applying material, that is what ingredients. We will include all these ingredients to make this vegetable. So these are said ingredients. Okay, now components of food. I think this is the second chapter, components of food. We are moving to next. So components of food, what is meaning of components of food? This can say these components. We listen carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, calcium, water. Okay. From here till here will be components of food. All this we say, all this we get in food. All these are nutrients. Okay. So can you explain this? I am giving you some minutes to think about it. Components. Now are you able? Now are you able to explain this with another person? Components of food. You can say ingredients. No. Between ingredients, we just studied about ingredients. 1 second. I wanted to do something. Ingredients and components. And components. So what will be difference between ingredients, components? So are these is the same? Are these the same? Ingredients is something other. Okay, ingredients is separate. Is other thing. As ingredients is other thing as compared to components. Components are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, calcium. But whereas ingredients, whatever we see whatever we see in cooked material that are included, that is the said ingredients in a word. Whereas in cooked material we get this carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamin, calcium. This will be invisible. If you want to see this type of components, nutrients, then we should have magnify glass. Okay, to test this proteins, fats, vitamins, calcium. and also we need to do activity to find out proteins in our food, to find out fats, vitamins, calcium, water in our food, and through activity we can check. And also in our book, as you discuss in our book, activity are done, activities about this are done in our books. How can we identify about proteins in our food? How can we see proteins which in which food proteins will be included, in which fats will be included, okay, in which vitamins will be included, calcium, okay. Clear? So now I will tell you about that about those activities that are done in your book, okay. First of all, we start from carbohydrates, okay. First of all, we start from carbohydrates. From carbohydrates, in which food we get carbohydrates? Sources will be rice, wheat, potatoes, bread, okay. What? Rice, wheat, carbohydrates. This provide energy, okay. Energy, ENRGY, ENEGY. So we get energy from where? From where? Friend, carbohydrates will give us energy, and energy we will get from rice, wheat, potato, okay. From this ingredients we get energy. Carbohydrates helps us to give us energy, so that our body will function properly, okay. And second, proteins. Can you tell me from proteins in which food we get proteins, and what is work of proteins for us? What is work? So proteins we get we are going to talk about proteins, yes. Build and repair body, okay. Meat, eggs, this protein. You must have listened about proteins. So proteins we get from food of eggs, meats, okay. From these ingredients, from these cooked materials, we get from these cooked materials, what we get? Proteins. We get proteins from this cooked material. This is exact meaning. So we will get proteins from these cooked materials, okay. Now about the work of proteins, let's understand. Let's now. So this will proteins will work in our body to build our muscles, you can say, to build our muscles, to repair, okay, to make strong our body. This is the work of proteins. Yeah, here you can write build, to build muscles, okay, to build muscles. This protein will work as to build muscles. Now next is what? Fats, I think you know about fats. I think so you know. Fats is also seen in oil types of food. Provide energy and store it for future use. Butter, oil, nuts, cheese, okay. Also fats provide energy. As we discussed, carbohydrates provides us energy. Also fats, but if we eat more what butter oil and oil types of food we eat more, then we can we can face disease. We just need right quantities of fats food. Okay, so this is butter oil. From this we get energy, and fats are included in this butter oil. Okay, and also we can say oil is a indicate of fat. Indicate of fat. And so when we talk about fats, then in our mind comes what? Oil. So oil also is found where? In our vegetables. To make vegetables we use oil. Okay, if we use more oil to make vegetables, then it will be dangerous. Okay, slightly dangerous, but we should include oil to make to cook food. A little a, you can say a proper quantities of oil we should include. Clear? Then vitamins. It's a time to understand about vitamins. So here we understand what fats gives us energy. Okay, but disadvantage of fats is what? If we eat more oil types of food, then we can face disease. Okay, we can face disease. Now vitamins. About vitamins function is to help in various body functions and prevents disease. Okay, carrots, sweet potatoes, good for vision. We also listen to vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin C, this type of. So this vitamins will work. What vitamins will work? It helps in our various body. Vitamin A, vitamin C, to make strong our vision. So in different food, vitamins A, vitamins B, vitamin C are found. Okay, calcium is found in milk, in cheese, in curd, in milk. Almost it is said that calcium is more found in milk. We think water is not necessary. We ignore what water is not necessary. We use water as we don't know what is the uses, what is important. So to drink water is also important parts to our body. We use properly because it is our needed, it is our need, it is a need for us. So also water works to maintain our body, to make strong our body. Also water works in our body. Okay, but we should we should save for drinking water. Okay, then balanced diet and lack of nutrients. Now it's a time and it will be interesting to you. Balanced diet and about lack of nutrients. So what do you think in this word are could be answer of this word? Lack of nutrients, in other word, is said what? Deficiency 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 of nutrients. So we can say lack of nutrients. So if we see lack of nutrients, then we say deficiency. So what will be disadvantage of lack of nutrients? Is it will be beneficial of lack of nutrients? Balanced diet and in other word no. On the other side, unbalanced diet, and in the other side, balanced diet. Okay, so what will be exact meaning of balanced diet? Till here we understood. Now it's your duty to explain about balanced diet, and I am giving you some time to think about this, about balanced diet and about lack of nutrients. Think about it. most of you would say what balanced diet, which means in our food are include what in our food are include proper nutrients, a proper nutrients, a proper cooked material. Yeah, this is right answer. So let's understand exact meaning of balanced diet. Balanced diet, which means in a food, this is a food. In this food, should be include what should be include. In this food should be include proper quantities of nutrients. Okay, right quantities of these nutrients. And in this we see lack of nutrients, then this will be unbalanced. Okay, unbalanced diets. Are you getting? Whereas in this material, okay, other side, this is food. In this are what proper right quantities of of these nutrients. Then this will be balanced diets. If we are eating at if we are eating for a long time only one food, then this will be beneficial. If in our food is one type of a food, then this will be dangerous for us body. Okay, and also this will be known as unbalanced diet. So in our balanced diets will be what right quantities of these nutrients, and will not be what only one material for a long time. Different material will be include day to day, but with these nutrients. Okay, and different food could be include vitamins, calcium, water. Okay, clear. So here we understood what if we are eating one types of food in our food, then this will be known as also unbalanced diet, and this will be disadvantage for us body. Okay, we should eat right quantities of these nutrients, and also with a different food. Clear? Those food will be named balanced diets, and role of balanced diets plays a better role in our body. Okay, so in this nutrients we see what this provide energy to our body. Proteins build what proteins build our body. Fats also provides energy, but other side, if we use more fats, more oil, then we can face a disease. And also all these nutrients can fight against disease if we include in our food. And also if we don't include and we eat homemade food, then also we get nutrients, because we don't include and we don't see we don't see in real these nutrients. Okay, now lack of nutrients. Lack of nutrients, which means if we are getting this only proteins, then we have a lack of carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, calcium, water. Yeah, am I right? Whereas we are getting calcium, vitamins, carbohydrates, fats instead of proteins. So only we are getting in our food calcium, vitamins, fats, or carbohydrates. So we will have a lack of proteins in our food. Are you getting? This is said what lack of nutrients. We are discussing in the context of nutrients. So that's why we are saying lack of nutrients. Clear? In our food is lack of fats, nutrients, then we will say we in our food don't have fats. Clear? Now let's understand this is disadvantage of lack of nutrients. We can face disease, a disease, and our body will not grow proper, and our body will not work, function properly. That's why we should write quantities of nutrients, and all nutrients that are needed to our body. We should eat all those nutrients. Okay. So here we now let's recap. Now let's make a summary. It's the time to understand through summary. Summary from starting. First of all, we understood food, and whatever we eat. There are two types of food: homemade and junk food. And as I told you, we should eat homemade food instead of junk food. Plants and animals are source. Plants and animals are source to get food as a product. Also, plants provide us food, and also animals provide us food as a product. Animals like cow, buffalo, goat give us milk, and through the help of milk are made curd, cheese. Okay, so all these are known as food material, food product. That's why we say this is that's how we get food. So this is said what source to get food. Then we understood herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores is animal that eat only plant instead of made of another plant. Herbivores only will eat plants only. Okay, plants food. Okay, this types of animals will eat plants food. Now, whereas carnivores, this here in omnivores also will be what human. Carnivores will eat only meat of another plant, another animal. Okay, and also another human, meat of other human. Okay, so this type of animal will eat meat of another animal. Okay, omnivores, this type of animal, human, eat what both food plants and meat of another animal, Ingredients. Okay, ingredients in cooked material. Whatever are included in cooked material, that included material in cooked material will be said ingredients. For example, to cook rice, we need what first of all water, then raw rice. Then we will boil this rice for few minutes. Then we will get in result what cooked material. So water and raw rice are ingredients. Clear? Components of food. Nutrients. All these are nutrients. Carbohydrates which provides energy to our body, and energy are found in rice, wheat, potatoes, like this. In this food, energy are available in this type of food. Proteins we get from this eggs, meats to build our muscle. Fats, work of fats is to provide energy to us, and we get fats in our oil cooked material. Vitamins to our vision. Also we listen vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C. So all this vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C are a different work, are separate work. Calcium is also found in milk. Almost calcium is found in milk, and this work of this calcium is to build strong our bones. Okay, water is also main part to maintain our body, and in our body water works proper. Okay, at a points also water works as this works this work. Balanced diet, in this food we are not getting proper in our daily life, then we say we have unbalanced diets. Whereas in our food is lack of this nutrients, then we can say we have unbalanced diet. We are getting right quantities of all these nutrients in our food, then we can say we have a balanced diet. We are getting balanced diets. We should eat right quantities of these nutrients, then instead of lack of one nutrients, lack of more nutrients in our body, we should eat right quantities of nutrients in our body. Okay, all this was a summary of this chapter of this food, where does it come from, and the components of a food, and main focus our was main focus, what, where does it come from, where does food come from. So from this source, from plants or from animals, we get food. From food, what we achieve, what do we achieve, that's it, that's all. Include, what should we include in this food, should be include proper quantities of nutrients. Okay, right quantities of these nutrients, and in this we see lack of nutrients, then this will be unbalanced. Okay, unbalanced diets. Are you getting? Whereas in this material, okay, other side, this is food. In this are what, proper right quantities of this nutrients, then this will be balanced diets. If we are eating if we are eating for long time only one food, then this will be beneficial. If in our food is one type of a food, then this will be dangerous for us body. Okay, and also this will be known as unbalanced diet. So in our balanced diets will be what, right quantities of these nutrients, and will not be what, only one material for a long time. Different material will be included day to day, but with these nutrients. Okay, and different food could be include vitamins, calcium, water. Okay, clear. So here we understood what, if we are eating one types of food in our food, then this will be known as also unbalanced diet, and this will be disadvantage for us body. Okay, we should eat right quantities of these nutrients, and also with a different food. Clear? Those food will be named balanced diets, and role of balanced diets plays a better role in our body. Okay, so in this nutrients we see what, this provide energy to our body. Proteins build what, proteins build our body. Fats also provides energy, but other side, if we use more fats, more oil, then we can face disease. And also all these nutrients can fight against disease if we include in our food. And also if we don't include and we eat food, homemade food, then also we get nutrients, because we don't include and we don't say we don't say in real these nutrients. Okay, now lack of nutrients, lack of nutrients, which means if we are getting this only proteins, then we have a lack of carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, calcium, water. Yeah, am I right? Whereas we are getting only we are getting calcium, vitamins, carbohydrates, fats instead of proteins. So only we are getting in our food calcium, vitamins, fats, or carbohydrates. So we will have a lack of proteins in our food. Are you getting? This is said. This is said. What? Lack of nutrients. We are discussing in the context of nutrients. Nutrients. So that's why we are saying lack of nutrients. Clear? In our food is lack of fats, nutrients. Then we will say we in our food don't have fats. Don't have fats. Clear? Now let's understand this is disadvantage of lack of nutrients. We can face disease, a disease, and our body will not grow proper, and our body will not work, will not function properly. That's why we should right quantities of nutrients, and all nutrients that are needed to our body. We should eat all those nutrients. Okay, so here we now let's recap. Now let's make a summary. It's the time to understand through summary. From starting. First of all, we understood food, and whatever we eat. There are two types of food: homemade and junk food. And as I told you, we should eat homemade food instead of junk food. Plants and animals are source. Plants and animals are source to get food as a product. Also, plants provide us food, and also animals provide us food as a product. Animals like cow, buffalo, goat give us milk, and through the help of milk are made curd, cheese. Okay, so all these are known as food material, food product. That's why we say this is that's how we get food. So this is said what source to get food. Then we understood herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. Herbivores is animal that eat only plant instead of made of another plant. Herbivores only will eat plants only. Okay, plants food. Okay, this types of animals will eat plants food. Now, whereas carnivores, this here in omnivores also will be what human. Carnivores will eat only meat of another plant, another animal. Okay, and also another human, meat of other human. Okay, so this type of animal will eat meat of another animal. Okay, omnivores, this type of animal human eat what both food plant and meat of another animal. Ingredients. Okay, ingredients in cooked material, whatever are included in cooked material, that included material in cooked material will be said ingredients. For example, to cook rice, we need what first of all water, then raw rice. Then we will boil this rice for few minutes. Then we will get in result what cooked material. So water and raw rice are ingredients. Clear? Components of food. Nutrients. All these are nutrients. Carbohydrates which provides energy to our body, and energy are found in rice, wheat, potatoes, like this in this food. Energy are available in this type of food. Proteins we get from this eggs meats to build our muscle. Fats, work of fats is to provide energy to us, and we get fats in our oil material, oil cooked material. Vitamins, vitamins to our vision. Also, we listen vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C. So all this vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C are a different work, are separate work. Calcium is also found in milk. Almost calcium is found in milk, and this work of this calcium is to build strong our bones. Okay, water is also main part to maintain our body, and in our body water works proper. Okay, at a points also water works as this works this work. Balanced diet, in this food we are not getting proper in our daily life, then we say we have unbalanced diets. Whereas in our food is lack of this nutrients, then we can say we have unbalanced diet. We are getting right quantities of all these nutrients in our food, then we can say we have a balanced diet. We are getting balanced diets. We should eat right quantities of these nutrients, then instead of lack of one nutrients, lack of more nutrients in our body, we should eat right quantities of nutrients in our body. Okay, all this was a summary of this chapter of this food, where does it come from, and the components of a food, and main focus was main focus what, where does it come from, where does food come from. So from this source, from plants or from animals, we get food. From food, what we achieve, what do we achieve? That's it, that's all.